In this video, I will show you how to put together this lake cabin card, which is an SVG file from Simply Crafty SVGs. So here are all the pieces other than the card. So here's the card that I already folded. So it's shaped. So I did change it a little bit. This is a card that I did my first try, but it's basically a change. You know, you might like the colors better on this, but just to give you an idea how you can change the colors if you wanted to. It's not going to be the same because I changed the design of the house with the little door, but this is modeling after a cabin that one of my siblings just was able to get for her family. So anyways, this is like a personalized card, and I don't have these, so but I'm showing you kind of an example. This was all kind of tedious, so I decided that it would be easier just to do something like this. But same concept, everything else is the same. And I think I omitted this too. So this is kind of, you get an idea of like what I go through when I do card designs. This one kind of liked it, but in the end it was just, it really didn't give me the effect that I was looking for. But I'll throw it in there as an extra. So look at the extras folder and you will find this, at least. Not this, the house, but I'll put that in the extra folder if you like it. I just inked it a little bit. And some people might like that instead of this. I just embossed it. Just made it, it was kind of crooked how I embossed it, but anyways. So let's get to it. It's a lot of piecing in this, with, you know, layering of things. So I kind of separated everything. Trees over here. The fire pit right there, the house, and so we're gonna do the house first, and the chair and some of the other layers. So this is just a flat card, which I normally don't do, but since there's so many pieces, I've decided to do it that way. So what I'll start with is this piece with the windows in it. I'm gonna flip it upside down. And we're going to go ahead and put this on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put glue lightly around the edge here. Kind of made them really blue. Probably could have made I think they're just a little bit too blue, but that's okay. Just going to go with it. And put a little glue in between here. Wasn't quite sure with the brown colors, but I was kind of making it a little bit more cabiny. But you could, like I said, change the colors up. So you want to go ahead and carefully put that down because we don't want glue showing through the other side, which it isn't. And this is going to be like the trim part. So when we put this on, that will go over that. But let's go ahead and put it on the black piece. So this card was inspired by a recent understanding what people that are watching this in the Midwest kind of understand it because say they've been around it, but I grew up in California, so didn't understand what lake houses are and lake cabins, that kind of thing. So this is kind of where the inspiration comes from. I've seen a couple of them. I'm going to go ahead and carefully add glue to this. I could have made it, I didn't want to make it too cabiny because they don't really look cabiny or ish as much with around the lakes in this region, which I'm in Wisconsin. They look kind of like regular houses, some of them. I haven't seen a lot of them yet, so with time, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I like that blue. So I'm just going to put light glue on this, and this is going to go right around the door frame. Like that. And then we have the roof, which I embossed kind of, I forget which embossing folder I used. Really not, it's not shingles. It just kind of gave me the idea of shingles. And then this, there's little indentations here. So I'm just going to put a little glue there. And you can see where it fits. If you see right here, there's like little indentations right there. So there's a house. I'll put that aside. And I may make a different one with a different house color. We'll see how it comes together. I'm not quite sure I like the blue I chose. So when you put this together, there's no like little cheat lines, but I'm pretty sure you can do it without it. So I didn't add them. You just want to come this, you see how it kind of arches right there? It arches here. Just a little offset. Like that. And then I'm just going to get my tweezers for this one. This one you can see it little arches right in the top. We're just going to put it right there. So I'm going to put a little and then this will glue to the bottom here. So just going to add glue to the blue piece. Like that. So with any of these, you don't need to put all this. I mean, you can omit the fireplace and or you can just put 2 chairs or no chair or fire. I mean, there's a couple options. And of course, you don't need to use the, you probably, for the card accent, the card base, you do need to use these because of the shape right here. But you could easily use these elements on just a standard A2 card if you wanted to. Or another card. So we start with this big piece for the fireplace. Just going to lay it right here. Oops. Went too high. So line it up at the tip of the flame and then at the bottom. Flipping it over, making sure I got it in the right place. And then this flame with the opening in it. I'm going to place right here towards the bottom. Again, lining it up the same way. Don't look like I put glue down there. Then this layers on top of this. So we're going to add glue to the back of it around those openings. And then we'll put this in the front right here. So lots of layered pieces on this one. When I get in trouble when I want to do these full-on scenes of things, and then before I know it, they're kind of out of control. So let's go ahead and finish. We could put these together. I think we're going to do those last. And we'll put them right on the card. We'll glue them right on the card. because it's just, this is really just an act of like piecing a lot of stuff. This will go right there. So there's another little tree piece that will go on there. But just make sure it's lined up. And these are the same shape, so you just have to get it configured so like that. So I just embossed that with a kind of a Distress Dots embossing folder from, I believe it was Tim Holtz. And if you want to, you can use these. Oops, I should have put that on first. Ish. Or you can use them without it. So let's go ahead and I hate when I make mistakes in the videos. I don't want to confuse anybody, so. But if you wanted to do it without them, you wouldn't need to use them. So those are optional. So there's lots of optional items. Good thing I caught that quick though. And then this one. And then the same thing for the last small one. So you could use it with or without the extra little tree piece there. So we'll finish this up and then we'll put it all together. So now I laid this flat like this, just open it up. Because if you do it like this, you could glue on the inside, but I open it up. We're going to go ahead and start putting all the elements together. So you may or may not noticed that I inked the top edge of this a little bit, so darker green, just to give it a little more interest and depth. So I'm just going to line that up. So it'll line up on the left and right, so you'll know you're on the correct side. The bigger tree part should be on the left, and so if you accidentally have it upside down, it's the opposite way. That's not going to work. Not with the way that I have the pieces. Then we can go ahead and put this one on. And if you wanted to pop them up, you could. This is a pretty big card. It takes a lot of paper, so it would take a lot of foam tape. I'm going to put a little glue on this. This is the wood on the dock. And you want to start at the corner, line the corner up on the edge, on the upper left. Like that. So if you're up in the upper left, you're just going to leave a little edge right there on the right. And then this blue piece, this water piece. I inked the edges of the top of the water pieces. You could do an embossing folder, but this is a pretty big piece, so you'd have to have a large embossing folder, or you'd have to kind of line it up. And I don't have a big enough machine to get it in the way that I wanted to. I had a wave one I was going to use, but because it's 4.25 inches wide, and then the opening for Cuttlebug is not wide enough, it would have squished it. Anyways, you can put them side to side, but I couldn't do it for that one because of the size of my Cuttlebug that I'm using. Then we'll go ahead and place this on top. So this would be a fun card for retirement, congratulations, birthday, could be anything really. Next we want to do the trees. Or just thinking about you, really. Or vacation. So you want to place it so there's like a little, I put it a little bit too far away from there, but with a little, I'll show you on the right side a little bit better. About right there. Just a little edge. It's kind of like an edge card if you're familiar with that, but the way that the concept of it with a little edge around it. The same thing with the house. Oh, we missed a piece. So I found the piece. It just got lost. It's probably on the floor somewhere, but this little piece, forgot to put this on the house. This is like the doorstep. For some reason I must have just slid it off or something. That's one of those little pieces that could fall off easily. So this is going to go like that. So with the equidistant like edge around it, so let me pull that open so you can see. You can pull it down a little further, but we just want a little edge around the top. So you could put the fire like there or there, or I like it here so the house doesn't get hidden that much. I kind of made the house a little bit bigger than the last one. Or you could put it over there, but I like to put it next to where we're sitting, so I'm gonna put it right. How about right there? Or again, you don't even have to include it. I should have put 2 chairs, but with all the detail in this, I decided to go this route. It's the thought. Close. There's a finished card. So you can put your little sentiment here, or like I said, you could have used embossing folder, that kind of thing. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and I thank you so much for watching.